Welcome to Downtown Bridal's Vendor Collective, where we bring you event professionals of the Delmarva Eastern Shore. They are experts in their field, and they're a key part of how we're elevating our upcoming events at Downtown Bridal. When we look for partners to collaborate with, we look for two things: excellence in their craft and real value for our clients. Hello, today we are here with Fritz from the farm in Ocean City, a brand new venue for weddings and special events, and we're so excited to be in on this adventure with him and the foundational growth plan. Welcome.
Hello.
No, I was just say thank you for having us here.
Oh, thank you for having us here. Welcome to the farm. Welcome.
So we already had the privilege of touring the facility as it exists at the moment, and all the grandiose plans we discussed as your vision. So just a few basic questions of starting out. What are we looking at for a couple or a corporate event to come in price-wise? Is this something that is for the average Joe, or is it for someone who needs to plan ahead?
Those are good questions, and we can accommodate groups from 8 people up to 800 people. We do have the ability to cater to different size weddings and or events, but I would say the average wedding is around 150 to 200 people, and the pricing, mainly is on the number of people and obviously what is involved with each event.
So for the space, you're basing it on the number of people.
Typically, yes, and which part of the venue they would choose to have for their event. So we do have our tenant area, which right now is the tent is down so that we can keep it clean for our next event. We have a 40 by 80 tented area with future plans to be a glass barn, an atrium of sorts. So we're currently in the engineering process of the glass building, which will replace the tent in a few months, which is really exciting. So people have the opportunity to utilize that space along with the 50 parking spots, and that area is set up. Then we've got our main lawn area, which is going to be from where we're sitting right here, extended over to where the glass barn will be, with a fire pit area. And then the ceremony location can be flexible.
Love me a good fire pit at an event.
Yeah, it kind of brings it together.
It does, and I mean, there's all kinds of fun things you can do around fire pits.
Absolutely.
And chill. So you said you have 50 spots right by the where the glass barn is going to be, but you said you can hold up to 800 people. How do you accommodate that?
So we would bring in other tents and add on, or it would be an outdoor event, which would be, actually I threw out the number of 800 as a safe number, but really if we were to have some live music and do some other things, outdoor events, we could have more folks for that, stuff like that. We have additional parking on site for another 50 spots on the east side of the property, and then we have satellite parking in the commercial storefront at the entrance to the farm with shuttle services. So, with shuttle services and then and buses and stuff, so we can get people out of here pretty easily. Nice. And we have 2 entrance points to get in and out of the farm, which kind of helps with the flow of traffic.
Being so close to Ocean City, I assume perhaps the shuttle may even go to a specific hotel instead of satellite in the future, possibly?
Absolutely, yeah. So organized shuttle services to the hotels is available. If folks wanted to meet there's also meeting places at Mickey Finn's Park and Ride, which has been used by some of our clients as a gathering spot. So, really location has been a real key for this place, and access to Ocean City and Assateague and Berlin and all the things that they have to offer. So.
And all the activities they can do, because you did mention that they could do this as an all-inclusive weekend package, correct?
Correct. Yep. That's actually the package that we would recommend the most, which allows the bride and groom and wedding party to get settled in. For say if it's a Saturday wedding, they could come in and get settled in on Thursday, drop things off. We like to have everything set up on Thursday. That way, Friday for rehearsal, everything's done. We're not scrambling, and having the on-site suite and the ability to focus on one wedding a weekend, which is what we're doing right now for the overall experience, has been successful. So that come Saturday when the wedding occurs and the reception and so forth, everybody's got everything they need kind of all in one place.
So doing the whole weekend thing, they can come bring their things on Thursday. Are they allowed to do some of their own decorating, or do they need a professional vendor for that?
No, we would like to give them a little bit of a blank slate so that they're able to customize it
Right.
with their florists and,
Mhm.
and within reason make it a pretty special space that's tailored towards their theme
Mhm.
if they choose to have one. We obviously have our own kind of Wyoming, Montana, not necessarily a beach vibe here, so you get that with the big barn, and then obviously the glass building will mix it up a little more of a contemporary
Mhm.
polished feel.
Yeah. So they can do the rehearsal on Friday
Yep.
if it's a Saturday event. So I assume you allow a Sunday wedding instead as
Sure.
well. So the day before would do the rehearsal,
Yep.
and then since they're here with the space, they can still do like the rehearsal dinner here. Or could they bring in a vendor for that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
Yep. They
Nice.
that's been done for all the weddings that we've had thus far, and yeah, absolutely.
And then if they do the Saturday wedding, when would they have to leave on Sunday? Could they do a brunch and a family get together?
Yes, our overall package. If people are
Mhm.
checking in on a Thursday at 4, everybody's out Sunday at 11. Now,
11.
there's
Okay.
some flexibility to that. We have had folks that wanted to do a brunch, like you
Hmm.
mentioned, and we can add that on some additional time.
Okay.
Uh, our hours of operation are 10 a.m. To 10 p.m.
And
But
is that a dictation from the county? You have to stop the events by 10,
10
or that's
o'clock.
your choice?
No, well, interestingly, the county's regulation was 11, but based on our experience, we wanted to be respectful of our neighbors, and
Yeah.
we agreed with the county to stop to stop at 10 p.m. and our neighbors. So that was one of
Mhm.
our concessions that we thought made the most sense for everybody around here.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So yeah, 10 o'clock is our shut off time. Yeah.
So a whole weekend package sounds phenomenal. What is the baseline entrance price on that?
It's 15,000
Okay.
for the weekend.
And that's in line with a lot of day events, so
Yeah.
that really takes the pressure off of it.
Yeah.
I personally think that's well worth it, so plan ahead.
Yeah, that's where the good thing is that there's a lot of ways that that our customers can save and really extend their budget by being able to bring their own caterers.
Uh-huh.
And
Yes.
the current moment we're BYOB, so we're able to allow
Hmm.
our customers to bring a lot of their stuff in, which gets them what they want, and they also can find some bargains and take
Yeah,
advantage of that.
definitely.
What about, so say for their rehearsal dinner, they want to cook their own things and utilize the kitchen that exists here. Is that allowed?
So yes, we would be able to. The apartment that's attached to the barn dominium here is sleeps up to 8 people.
Hmm.
Um, so allowing folks to come in and as they would their own home, enjoy dinners and
Excellent.
cook for
Okay.
themselves and do what they will is encouraged.
All right.
So
Yes, some counties won't allow Aunt Sally to bring her potato salad to the event because of their rules.
so the event is a good question. That's a little different. So we've got a little bit of a not a little bit. We have the accommodations with the resident side of
Hmm.
things, and then there's the event. So yeah, we couldn't have on Sally come bring her cucumber salad to the wedding.
To the wedding.
Yeah, we would have to be
Hmm.
using a licensed caterer for
Okay.
that particular portion of it.
So specific hours are designated to specific allowances.
Yes, and the amount of people that you're serving.
Mhm.
So
Based on all those parameters, do you have a preferred vendor list that they have to draw from, or do you allow them to bring a vendor they would like to use?
good question. So we do have a list of preferred vendors from local vendors
Hmm.
here that we pull from Ocean City and Berlin and the Eastern Shore. We do if as long as the folks have a licensed caterer, we'd be willing to interview them, and if
Mhm.
we see it fit, we're open to bringing on new friends,
Nice.
and we actually encourage that. So
Mhm.
as this being a young new venue, we do have our list of of all the people that we'd like to recommend, but we're always looking for new people.
Oh yeah, and I know from all the history of many weddings that I've done, when you actually know the venue going in, it's just so much smoother and more efficient.
Well, I think a lot of it comes with organization too. So
Yes.
one of the things that we tried to do ahead of time is to make it so that some of the things that the vendors would stress out about are taken care of for them. So having a thought through trash process with the trash dumpster enclosure in proximity to the caterers and the bathrooms and the overall flow of the space, we've tailored it to try to reduce the amount of stress for folks.
Yeah.
And luckily the events that we've had have been fairly stress free and enjoyable.
Excellent.
So you've set your expectations and your standard operating procedures as of the moment.
Exactly.
Nice.
And it's been successful. So we're ready to onboard new folks the way that we have our operations set up.
Fantastic.
Yep.
So we're talking about the farm of Ocean City as a event space, but that's not how you originally came into this property, correct? Tell me about everything that you do on here.
Well, it's an easy answer, but a complicated one. The answer is the trees. And when I purchased the farm 6 years ago, we were completely covered in trees. And to open the space up, we cut down southern yellow pine loblollies, which you can see over here, and we milled them to build the barn, which is to the left of me here.
That is so fantastic.
And we actually milled all the pieces. We laid them all out. We burnt them on both sides to seal them, and then kind of gave it that modern tobacco barn feel that doesn't really exist around here.
No, you don't have to varnish it and all that stuff.
So we have a full tree operation going in conjunction with our events, which allows us to manufacture the products that are coming off of the land and build tables, benches, a glass barn. The finishings, they'll all be used from the land that we have. Most recently, we just milled a black walnut tree, which is in the barn. It's going to be incredible for doing our next tabletops and such. So, the trees have really enabled us to utilize our resources here in a way that keeps everything very environmentally friendly and resourceful.
It makes my heart happy.
Yeah, it's cool.
And you mentioned something about education. How are you utilizing the education of what you're doing here to the community?
So part of the mission of the farm is to promote agritourism, which is our primary focus. And what we're doing here is going to utilize the barn to host commercial activities that can highlight agriculture and how it impacts our community. We support other nonprofits around the areas for children's education to the outdoors and such. So with walking trails and some different species identification placards and things along the way that we're going to incorporate, our goal is to have a totally handicap accessible venue that also is educational.
Oh, a whole nother education building.
No, it would be the outdoors would be educational facility. We would use the spaces that we have.
Excellent.
And we've got a few organizations that we're going to be getting involved with here in the future.
Yeah, I mean, it is such a versatile space. You can dress it up to be that high-end wedding, and you can make it a classroom as well. It's very well laid out for that. Yeah. And you said you've how many acres here?
It's 98 acres.
98 acres, and we're near Ocean City, so of course we have water all around us.
Yep. And
with that water brings, as you said, many species and different looks and feels and vibes and energy, and it really is fitting for so many people.
Yep, it is. There's water everywhere. And the backside of the property, we have Herring Creek, which is gorgeous, and each part of the farm has a little bit of a different characteristic as you meander through it. So,
and I'm sure as you grow, you'll find people wanting to have ceremonies in different areas.
Exactly. We're currently working on the beech woods. We're clearing this area out to kind of extend the lawn and have an area that's sand and lit up and kind of another little magical spot that people can enjoy. And I think as we go, we keep finding these unique spaces and highlighting them. And it's been kind of fun.
It'll be a photographer's dream.
It's gonna be, I think that a lot when I go outside and the sun's come up and you see these. You see how beautiful it is out here. I think we'll get a lot of pretty pictures over the years
Yeah,
out
it
here.
is a blessing.
Yeah.
So a huge trend nowadays is for people to incorporate, in particular, their dogs to be like the flower dog or the ring bearer dog. Is that permitted for them, or even if they're staying in the suite here, or do you allow outside animals?
Absolutely. Yeah, we've got, from our workers to our guests, animals are welcome here,
Mhm.
and we do. So that's been something we encourage.
Well, part of Downtown Bridal's associate business is that we do day of dressing services that would help out in your facility as well as a day of vendor. But one of our associates is a groomer who will also take your pet after the ceremony and take them back and board them so that you don't have to worry about them throughout your party.
That's genius.
Yeah.
That's a real well thought through. I'd like to learn these people. Learn these people.
I'll hook you up.
That's great. That's great. Full service.
Yes, indeed.
And we've even had some other people that have wanted to incorporate other animals and tractors. And
Oh,
it's
yes.
kind of interesting when you're talking to the brides and grooms and hearing about what's important to them.
Yeah.
From grandparents rolling them out, the bride out on a tractor, to dogs carrying rings.
Oh, there is a vendor in Salisbury area that has llamas and
Some emus, maybe.
emus. Yep. So they will bring and do pictures with them in their full bridal attire.
We welcome that.
Whatever
stuff.
makes you happy, right?
It's a farm,
Exactly. So it was named the farm because it's actually a farm, and that's really cool.
Well, the fun fact is that it was the old Kelly farm, the old mayor of Ocean City grew up here. So we ended up buying the farm from his daughters, and it was a fully functional dairy farm.
A dairy farm.
Yeah.
Okay.
And,
is that barn still on the property?
It's not.
Okay.
It fallen down, and it was located to the north here a bit. But as we've been building, we've been digging up literally
little artifacts.
Yeah. Some pretty cool relics from their times, living here and growing up. So it's pretty wild.
Thank you for joining us. And to see more about this amazing vendor and their products or services, please visit our webpage, downtownbridalmd.com, and go to the Vendor Collective